Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, Dr. Haider Shah, and on behalf of Kalwas, I would like to welcome all of you to this webinar. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have another very interesting topic, and I'm really honored to welcome and introduce our distinguished guest speaker who is going to talk about the framing future education through Funtainment. A very interesting topic, and I'm sure we will learn a lot from this session regarding the future education. So you will get the best insight, right guidance, and suggestion about all these things as we have an expert with us in today's this session. So stay tuned because an amazing stuff are coming ahead in this session. So before we start, I would like to thank Kalwas for arranging such enlightenment sessions, for their support and providing such a wonderful platform. The aim of the Kalwas is to give you the opportunity to connect and interact with world renowned speakers, academic leaders, teachers, authors, researchers, experts, professionals, and businessmen to learn from their experiences, recommendation, and tips which will create an impact and will enable you to learn new things and develop yourself in order to grow and transform individually as well as to contribute to the world in a positive way, as our slogan is come, learn, and share knowledge. So today we have an amazing person as a guest. She is a well known personality because of her extensive work and a vast experience. We always see her on different platforms while contributing to the field and world. Above everything, she always extends helping hand and ready to share her knowledge. Let me introduce her formally. She is an assistant professor at University Al Asyariah, Mandar, West Sulawesi, Indonesia. She is a lecturer, global speaker, and international leader. Some of her achievements at her university: she was the chairman of the Indonesian Language Department at Teacher Training and Education Faculty. She was a public relation at her university and director Women's Center Studies and deputy director of the Quality Assurance Unit also at her university. Now she is a deputy director of Language and Character Building Institute at her university. In current year, she is active as international member, international coordinator, conference and international trainer. She is also international board for professors and experts of Scientific Innovation Research Group Egypt, International Board of TEFL Kuwait, member of large representing Asian. She is also a country head ambassador and country director for many international organizations representing Indonesia. She is also an excellent experience as a visiting professor to lecture on ICT technology in education, research method, education management, women empowerment, the entrepreneurship, teaching, research and development, and many other topics relevant to ICT, research and teacher development. SDGs for quality education and quality enhancement in higher education at many universities. In addition to that, she is the winner of many awards, more than 60 awards in the world, such as Outstanding Professor, Outstanding Leadership, Best International Influencer, Best Emerging Professor of the Year, International Award for Working Women, Best Speaker SDGs Warriors, Best Global Outstanding Educational Innovation, etc. She is also a board member of international journals and reviewer. In addition to that, she is also a member of United Nations Volunteers Roster. She is the advisory board of Indonesian Education Share to Care Volunteers. Her interest and her doctorate area is developing instructional material, that is the Assure, TEFL, ICT in education, and cyberpedagogy. She's ready for international collaboration and teamwork. Last but not the least, she is a wonderful speaker, author, teacher, researcher, professional, and above everything, she's a great human being. So
Thank you
please
so
help
much.
me in welcoming our guest, Dr. Muthmainnah. Welcome to our platform and thank you very much for the us.
Masalah. Thank you so much for having me and invite me, Professor Dr. Haider. So, hello everybody, hello everyone, wherever you are from all around the world. Good morning, good evening from Indonesia. So happy to meet you, all of you. We are live in Facebook, and I believe we will share our experience actually in educational sector. So allow me to share my screen.
Yeah. As the reminder to the audience that the format of this today's session will be that Prof will be presenting and she would leave time for question and answer session at the end of the session. So you can email the question or you can write in comment section. So over to you, Dr. Muthmainnah, please.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry. Wait. Yeah, I hope this is visible. Is okay, Prof?
Yes, it's visible. Carry on, please. Thank you.
Okay. Again and again, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good evening from Indonesia. My name is Dr. Muthmainnah. You can call me Nina. Thank you to Dr. Haider for a wonderful introduction of my profile. This is a little bit about my national and international organization and also my research ID. So feel free to cite my article over there. My topic today, I want to share to you about framing future education through Funtainment. What is actually Funtainment? Let's have a look the background, why this is Funtainment very important today. Let's have a look. This is the background, the condition right now. We are actually accelerating digital transformation on educational sector. Based on my opinion, my interpretation, and my observation, I divided into the 5 highlight issue or the highlight trend. The first one about injected artificial intelligence in education. I think so many of us will be familiar with this software. We do really hope this software you can use to make your learning and teaching process more fun and enjoy. So education transformation, yeah, this is the benefit of COVID-19. Right now, we are familiar about remote teaching, virtual classroom, distance education, and then we must be adapt with this new habit. ICT culture, information, communication, and technology culture. This is not easy. This is so many challenge to be adapt with this ICT culture. So based on this condition, we must be redesigning our curriculum. Why very important to redesign again our curriculum? Because when we are manage our classroom in physical classroom or face-to-face classroom, this is different when we manage our classroom in the virtual. So that's why we must redesign again our curriculum, how to make your student more be active related to student-centered learning approach. Yeah, of course, we are injecting technology when we are in hybrid or a blended learning environment. Of course, we still use this or integration the technology in our learning and teaching process. So the next, infuse smart digital classroom management. What is actually smart digital classroom management? On educational sector, this is the concept. There is a concept, namely a triple quantum. Triple quantum. This is quantum learning, quantum teaching, and quantum technology. In the quantum learning, this is the way we are learning. Right now, we must accelerate the way we are learning today. Everything going fast, everything everything in the digital. So quantum teaching, this is about the way we are teaching. The way we are teaching right now, we must change because, yeah, we are going to be digital. Everything right now, we must going to be digital. How we support our student, they are going to be a digital student and the teacher going to be a digital teacher. Of course, also we must mobilize e-learning. So uh, and then about the digital support today, this is not only we are talking between a student and teacher, but actually this is covered with the parent, the staff, or the administration. Because when we are like in Indonesia today, we are still doing a normally hybrid learning environment. Sometimes we are in the school. In 1 week, we are 3 days in school and 3 days at home. And to manage everything at home, this is handled by the parents. So that's why right now we have responsibility also to giving some of the training or the information to a parent how to they are manage their time, their digital learning to support their kids or their children at home. So cybergogi, this is one of the theory that when you are when you are combined between pedagogy and the technology, namely cybergogi. In the cybergogi, not only about you are use the technology, but also how you are motivate your student to have this skill, namely a metacognitive skill, knowing how to learn. And
Excuse
based
me,
on
Prof.
this condition,
Uh,
yeah, hello?
Prof, your slides are stuck. Yes, Prof.
Yeah, I'm still this slide.
Okay,
Okay.
please. Okay,
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 so the
please
next
continue.
about so about the digital vaccine, the last about digital vaccine because we are in the society 5.0, and also right now we are have responsibility how to motivate our student to have the 21 century skill. Mean that here the way they are thinking must be creative and innovative, and then doing the collaboration. Again, this is the impact of COVID-19 based on the learning autonomy. Mostly respondents actually believe that we must require change about the infrastructure system. Like in Indonesia today, so many area in Indonesia, 50% of area in Indonesia, we are in the blank spot. Namely, blank spot don't have internet, no device like smartphone or a laptop. So this is the challenge for us. In another side, we must going to be a digital. So that's why, what should we do with this condition? I will share to you my experience when we face the condition without internet connection. So let's have a look about independent searching for information in the internet. Mostly here, the respondent strongly agree about this condition, and also about greater needs for ICT skill. Yeah, this is the a little bit a problem like in Indonesia because most of the teacher or lecture they don't have they don't know how to teach, how to use and how to train their student with the ICT skill or information communication technology skill. And the last, this is about learning one of being together. Yeah, even we are not together in the physically, but so many opportunity right now. We are building our community by digital or social media. Like today, we are knowing each other by social media like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So this is the condition. Come back again before we are discuss about our topic. This is our education. We are in the evolution education. Actually, we are going to the 5.0 evolution of education. The knowledge right now, this is navigation. Learner as connector, creator, and constructivist. How we are right now motivate our student, they are constructs their knowledge by themselves. So this is the online learning adoption. Actually, come back again related to the condition, the fact about the infrastructure. That's why we need support from our Ministry of Communication to give us the facility for the blank spot area about the infrastructure, internet infrastructure. So based on the condition, everything that I mentioned before today's menu, we are going to discuss a 3 point here. My condition in my country, Indonesia, when learning is really remote. Edutainment, this is the concept from Funtainment and designing and creating Funtainment material. Let's have a look one by one. Indonesia, my country, when learning is really remote, what happened? This is the problem. Then when we are really remote, everything this is because about the level of the teacher about the pedagogical knowledge. This is still low. Pedagogical knowledge and also about the technological knowledge still low. So this is about the concept from our ministry to face the condition today, because we are moving out from face to face into the virtual classroom. Our Ministry of Education in 2020 last year launching the policy about Merdeka Belajar or learning independent. It means that we cannot be manage our curriculum like set course meal. We cannot be manage our activities with a variety activities, fun activities, enjoy activities, and happy learning. This is very important. So this is the freedom to learn or Merdeka Belajar or independent learning, the policy of our ministry. Actually, this is have a launching about the 6K attribute to every student in Indonesia must be mastery to be globally competitive. The first one, the knowledge, thinking skill, leadership skill, bilingual proficiency, ethics, and spirituality, and national identity. So, again, about the teacher empower right now, we do really hope everything in the classroom is not based on the teacher itself, but we cannot be collaborate. We designing our curriculum, our syllabus, our lesson plan related or based on the student condition, the student condition. So we must create opportunity for students to teach in the classroom. Mean that here we come back again with the theory or use the teaching model like a project-based learning or a student-centered learning approach.
Excuse me, Prof.
Yeah, yeah.
We can only see the first slide. It's not
Oh,
moving.
really?
Yes, yes, Prof.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
to check manually, please.
Wait. Actually, I am I am in the 12 slide. Maybe because training. Or maybe wait. I must close my camera. Sorry. This
No,
is
no
my
problem.
connection. Yeah.
Please.
And also raining in my place. Oh my God, I'm in the 12th slide.
No problem.
It is.
Sometimes it
Yeah,
happens. Yes, Prof.
yeah.
Yes,
It
Prof.
is
Now it's
visible.
fine. Yes, Prof. It is
Wait,
visible.
wait me. It is okay. You see that?
Yes, Prof. It is completely fine. Go ahead,
Okay,
please.
okay, okay.
Yes. Your camera is
Uh,
off, sir.
okay. This is I'm talking about my country. Yeah.
Prof, your
And
own camera is off.
oh, off or on my camera?
It is off.
Yeah, because when I open my camera, the
Yes.
PPT will not moving.
Okay, okay. So
I'm
carry
sorry
on,
for
sir.
that. Yeah, I'm
No
sorry
problem.
for
Carry
that.
on.
Yeah.
So,
So
sure. Continue, please.
yeah. So this is UNICEF, UNESCO, and World Bank have joined launching the mission to recovery education. This is actually focusing of the three priority. The first one, all children and yet come back to school, and then they must be have a tailored service about their learning, about their health, physical, social well-being, and other needs. And also, students receive effective remedial learning to help recover learning loss. And the last about come back again with this condition. The teacher must be incorporate digital technology into their teaching in the blended or in the hybrid learning environment. So let's have a look the benefit of technology in education. Even we know and believe that there are so many benefit of when we are integration the technology in education, like find and evaluate authentic web based, use
Yes.
social media for professional development and basic ICT skill, or using software to support critical thinking, and then many more. That's why today, we have responsibility to support and motivate our student, our
Yes.
teacher and lecturer to be in this condition. They cannot be integration the technology in their learning and teaching process.
Yes. Excuse me, Prof. The
Mm.
slides are again stuck,
Now
please.
moving again.
Not moving, yes. You have to change it,
Oh,
I think, manually, please.
oh my God. This is about the connection, Bob. Maybe because,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably. These are the limitations of the technology, Prof. It's completely fine.
yeah,
Yes, sometimes it happens because we are taking the advantage of
yeah,
technology,
yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes it happens. Never mind.
What about like this? It is okay if I'm just setting like this.
Prof, keep on changing manually, like or click on the different slides, then you will see whether it changes or not.
If I make it this a full screen, it will be hang on
Yes,
again.
Prof. Now it is changing. You can click on this way. It is working. Yes, everything is changing. Fine. You can carry on this way, Prof.
Yeah, I use just like this or full screen when
No, no,
I give.
it is fine
Yeah.
like this.
Oh,
It
okay,
is
okay,
fine like this.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. Come
Thank
back
you.
again. Sorry. Yeah. So this is the right now in. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is right now in my country. Actually, we are in the hybrid learning environment. Sometimes we are remote our learning and teaching process at school and the next at home. So the still problem is about how to integration the technology. Even we are right now we are in the digital era, but mostly some of educator or teachers still doing the conventional method in their learning and teaching process. So let's have a look about the intersection between pedagogy and the technology. This is about the system change. The system change, what is actually right now, we are in the digital era, and then we are believe that today's everything handled by the internet, and also we cannot be how to adapt with this new habit, new condition. I think this is not easy. Well, come back again with the innovative pedagogical practice. Actually, there's so many challenge that we must support right now, like in Indonesia, but totally in this about infrastructure, about the content. So this is the content and curriculum. Curriculum must be managed, must be changed related to the digital right now, digital era or digital condition. So in the assessment, we must engage in assessment format with the formative assessment and also recognition in formal and non-formal learning. So learning practice, this is learning by exploring or by experience, learning by collaboration. Teaching practice, yeah, not only, yeah, you know that in education, this is not only about how we are transfer knowledge, but also how we are as educator, we are giving training and developing the student character, the student value, the moral, and the behavior. So this is about the soft skill. So individual strength and multiple learning style. Yeah, we know that the student they are very unique. They are have the different learning style. So we must cover it and manage related the student learning style. So organization, yeah, monitoring quality, innovative timetable, leadership and value. Yeah, this is related to the our Ministry of Education launching about this is the key of right now. We the student must be mastery about the leadership and value, about innovation of management, entrepreneurship, and skill inclusion and equality. So connectedness, this is yeah, because right now we are in the digital era, we are collaborate, we are uh, in the global. So the networking, this is a very important. So the last, the infrastructure. So the next about the education and entertainment together. What is actually funtainment? When we are blending between fun activities, education, and entertainment together, this is the concept of funtainment. So why this is funtainment? Very important. And what is that? Oh, this is not moving. Yeah. So this is the funtainment. Funtainment concept when you are combined between education and entertainment with the fun and enjoyable activities, and you designing your activities or your material with the computer games or gamification, using the YouTube or social media, film, music, video, and then many more related to the entertainment. So this is the core of entertainment education. Actually, how we are engage the student in the cognitive, in the behavioral engagement, emotional and culture engagement. So education by entertaining a concept. This is actually the breakdown of the concept from educational computer game, behaviorist, stimulus or response, cognitivism and constructivism. So this is right now we are in this step about constructivism and connectivism. We do really hope the teacher or educator help the student and the learner actually to construct their knowledge it by themselves. It is visible, Prof? Hello?
Prof, yes, Prof. Carry on, please. I'm
Okay.
enjoying your presentation. Thank you very much.
Sorry. So education as contribution for future education, this is very important because the funtainment, actually fun activities, education and entertainment, this is really support with the student condition, and then also this is support the 21st century skill and related to the blend taxonomy. It will be help your student to achieve the higher order thinking skill. Yeah, the higher order thinking skill. So one of the model, interactional model that will be help you if you wanna to collaborate the funtainment into your classroom, how you are designing your activities based on the funtainment here, namely assure model. I will share to you what is actually assure and how we are designing the next our activities, our lesson plan, and our syllabus related to the assure model. Yeah, learning through play. Yeah, learning through play. We are learning but doing playing. We are learning but also we are doing entertainment in our learning activities. This is the concept from game-based learning. Actually, this is engage, affective engagement, behavioral engagement, cognitive engagement, and social cultural engagement. So I think this is a very interesting, but I don't know in Pakistan, but actually in my university, we are totally use this funtainment. We apply and doing the treatment in our classroom. We manage our classroom with this funtainment learning in learning base. So related to the digital technology, we come back again. Yeah, we understanding about digital technology. This is a technology right now, and internet. This is the powerful tool for teaching and learning. But sometimes we forget it about what is our action, our activities, and what is our learning outcome. So let's have a look. This is about digital technology. We wanna our students they are in the level of the higher order thinking skill. But let's have a look in this level one. In this level one, if your action, your activities, your ask your student to do this in your classroom, like you ask them to doing a memorizing, or you ask them to recalling their knowledge, or you ask them to measure, to recognize, to drawing, to identifying, to divine, to labeling, to arrange. You do in the classroom, you ask them to do these activities, this action. Actually, your outcome, your learning outcome still based on the Bloom taxonomy, low order thinking skill. This is still low, very low. Remember and understanding. What should we do? Today's we must be in the level 4. We ask them to designing, to do connecting, to do synthesis, to apply the concept, to do the critic, because this is support the higher order thinking skill, and also it will be increase the 21st century skill, the fourth skill, like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and then to be creative and innovative. This is our action, this is our activities, and you can choose one of the technology, support technology. And framing future education through Funtainment learning best act. This is my article that actually published on the magazine, so you can feel free to read and to cite. So for Funtainment, now moving again.
Yes, we are on 18th slide, please.
Wait, yeah, sorry. Maybe I should close my camera. Maybe, Prof.
No,
Excuse me.
it's fine because previously it was working well, Prof. When you
Mm.
were changing the manually through the mouse, it was working very well.
Hmm. I hope this is visible. Hmm. This is okay, bro.
Uh, yes, Prof. Now it's fine. Carry on,
Mean
please.
that mean my PPT cannot be full screen. Okay.
Yes, Prof. We are on 25th slide.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
2025 right now.
Yeah.
The Funtainment learning best. This is about you are a practice in the classroom. Yeah, with the fun activities and variety activities or creativity activities, like you are use this virtual reality, you manage your material based on this platform, educo space, virtual reality. And then sometime if you wanted to manage also your classroom, your student into get this creating based on the Bloom taxonomy, from remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating until in this condition, you can choose one of these tools. Um, but sometime in our classroom we are just ask them into this condition, just remembering or understanding or until applying. But how right now we must change the way we are teaching, and also we manage our activities to get them into this condition, into creative and doing innovation. Yeah. Yeah, another side, like this technology, but sometimes also so many research that support about the use the social media in the classroom. Actually, this is support about the student very engaged when you are apply or giving your activities by this platform, by Facebook, um, Instagram, Twitter, blog, or YouTube. Another, not only by using social media, by using tools or some of the technology or virtual reality, sometimes we use online informal application. Online informal application like Facebook, come back again with the social media, it will be one of the solution if you wanna to share your teaching material based on the Facebook. Yeah, because so many Facebook group right now sharing the material on the Facebook. So for the teaching 21 century skill map, this is if you wanna to increase your student 21 century skill like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, creative and innovation. Yeah, you should choose one of these tools that actually support for communication, support collaboration, and many more. Another side, information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, and flexibility, adaptability. This is you can choose one of these tools to how to use support your student to increase their 21st century skill, like initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural skill, productivity and accountability, leadership and responsibility. But come back again with your student condition. Sometimes our student asks, will be asked the educator, like in my classroom, they ask me, why we must master so many applications, so many tools, so many technology. How to answer this question? Just tell him, tell them, tell your student. Right now, we must support you with the 21 century skill. And to support the 21 century skill, the level up of to get the higher order thinking skill, we must choose the right technology, the right action, and the right activities. So also, by using artificial intelligence, this is I use in my classroom. There are three artificial intelligence friends that I collaboration in my classroom to support the Funtainment learning best. Let's moving again to the designing and creating a cloth material or Funtainment material, because right now our material everything in the cloth. So our Funtainment material also we cannot be managed into the application. Yeah, before we start, why why this is a very important to designing and creating our Funtainment material, because the student right now, the condition of the student, they are different with us. So if you do this activity, just explanation, doing the explanation or teacher-centered learning approach, the student here, they will be forget. The student see, they will be remembered. And the student do or active in the classroom, they will be more understand. So we should be managed and designing our classroom into this I do and I understand. Yeah, this is from Confucius, yeah, quote. So again, why we must change the way we are teaching? Because this one, if we teach the student as we taught yesterday, we rob them tomorrow. So come back again. Why we must change the way we are teaching? Why we must designing our activities based on the Gen Z? Because our student they are the Gen Z. The student not like you, not like us. Yeah, yeah. So this is we had the generation gap. So that's why we must be adapt. We must change the way we are teaching based on the student want, the student need. How to identify what is your student want and what is your student need? I will share to you by using a shoe. So this is the Gen Z. Come back again with the Gen Z condition. The Gen Z, our student, they are the characteristic. Mostly they are spending their time on mobile, browsing social media platform, watching video or online shopping. This is the characteristic of our student right now. So even they are actually familiar with the technology, but totally they are still need the educator to help them, to giving the training how to mobile learning, how to have autonomy in learning, self-direct and self-determined in learning process. So many the Gen Z don't know about this, how they have this to mobile their learning, to self-direct and have self-determined in learning process. This is our responsibility. We must facilitate them and we must training them about this. Let's have a look again about right now. If you are actually integrating 21 century skill into teaching and learning process, you can identify your classroom. If you are actually integrating 21 century skill or you are doing nothing in your classroom, you are still do the same method, the same or the conventional method in your learning and teaching process. Let's have a look. If you wanted to identify, I divided actually in this three indicator that if you wanted to analyze and identify if you are actually integrating 21 century skill into your teaching and learning process. Academic. In academic, your student will be have a clarity in communication. They can be demonstrate the ability to solve the problem using the higher order thinking skill, reasoning skill, and utilize the technology. So the next social, they can be doing collaboration. They can building up their community, social community, and also demonstrate adaptability. And the last in the civic, they can be participate as a member of global, local, and digital society. Like today, we are meeting. We are have a great meeting tonight. Uh, all of the participants, actually, we are integrating 21st century skill in our daily life because we are participate as a member of local and global and digital society. And remember the condition today. This is the 5 case 21 century skill and behavior that the teacher need to think. That's why we must change the way we are teaching. Very important because learning is no longer solo activities anymore. The teacher is no longer the only person teaching and learning is no longer passive. How we are right now designing our activities to make them more active in in learning. Yeah. So the state of personalized learning environment. This is that actually the theory that we will break down this concept into why we must designing our learning and teaching process. This is the basic concept about teacher-centered with learner of voice and choice. We must understanding our students they are unique. They have the different learning style. So how to cover into the interesting activities, cover all of their learning style. So the next learner center with teacher and learner as co-designer. So that's why based on this concept, we must manage our syllabus and our lesson plan, and we ask our student to giving the contribution before we are designing our syllabus, our lesson plan, our activities. So the last learner driven with teacher as partner. That's why our student they are our partner. Before we are entering in our classroom, maybe you should uh, have one semester. Sorry, 1 week. 1 week in 1 week meeting, you can ask them about what is actually they want from your material. What is actually they need? What kind of the activities they want? What kind of the material they need? I think this is very important because uh, if you are doing this, actually you do or you practice the Funtainment learning best. So this is one of the methodology. If the methodology, if you wanted to designing your namely, your Funtainment learning best. If you wanted to designing, this is one of the methodology, namely research and development in education. Sorry. Yeah. Research and development in education, this is actually from the theory of Board and Gall. Educational research and development, this is the process used to develop and validate educational product. What is actually educational product? Educational product, this is like specific curricula or teaching method or educational media textbook or module, or maybe you can be create one of the method in teaching. So the research and development actually this is consists of the developing the product based on the finding. Maybe in Pakistan different findings and Indonesia finding or another country finding. So we are will be designing and creating our teaching material or maybe a teaching model, teaching material, textbook, curriculum, new curriculum based on your finding. You can follow or you can adapt. So research and development, actually this is consists with the flow chart. Actually there are 10 phases if you want to implementation or you want to do this designing and creating your material related to the research and development methodology. The first step, this is you get the information. You must collect the information. Come back again, you must identify and analyze what is your student condition. What is they want, what is they need. And the next, you are doing your planning. Maybe you're designing your prototype here, and then develop preliminary form of product or prototype. And we testing in the small class. Maybe this is only 15 students. After that, we are revise again, and then testing again in the big class. Maybe this is 30 student or 40 student, and then revision again. Why we must revision? Doing some revision because our prototype, after we are treatment to our student, we do the reflection. We ask them, what is actually do you want? Do you like this one, or this is based on you need, based on you want? So after that, we doing revision. We come back again to testing in the big classroom. And then the final product revision, like your book will be dissemination in another university or in another country. So let's have a look about if you wanted to designing your material based on the Assure model that actually I have mentioned before about. This is one of the instructional model if you wanted to designing your material, your activities in the classroom. Assure, this is actually the acronym. This is related to the instructional system design. This is connected to the research and development methodology. And Assure, this is the acronym from Analyze Learner. Yeah, that's why the first step you must do, you must analyze and identify who are your audience, who are your students, what is their general characteristic. For example, maybe you must identify your condition. For example, your area condition. In my university, for example, in our university, we have good internet connection. So we have the class, the student, they can be access the internet connection. The student have device, have smartphone, but many students don't have laptop. So this is you must identify their general characteristic about the economy background, about the social background, and also entry competence. You must identify what is your student the low skill that you wanted to increase. So learning style, of course, this is very important. We know, we agree that the students, they are unique. They have different learning style. They have different multiple intelligence. We must collaborate them, and based on this condition, we can be designing our material. For example, in my student condition, mostly they are in the visual learning style, auditory and kinesthetic. I don't know in your country. Before you identify, you must give them questionnaire or doing interview to identify and analyze what is your student characteristic. So state the objective, this about the learning outcome. Yeah, we must identify what is the student skill or the student competence or the student condition of performance that we want to increase or to improve. For example, in my university, mostly the student, because I'm teaching English, the student, they are very low in speaking. They are very low in listening, in writing, for example. All of these competent very low, but the higher low competent is speaking. So that's why how we must creating the activities to increase their speaking skill. They must speak in every day. For example, so select method, media, and material. So when we wanted to select the media and material, actually we must doing collaboration with the student. We give them the questionnaire. We ask them for the first meeting what is actually the material, the media, or the technology that we wanna use. Like in Funtainment learning best, mostly the student they are very agree about use a YouTube content based. So our material based on YouTube, song, movie, and games. This is based on the student they want. They want this is the material. So the next utilize media material in the classroom. This is we must prepare the environment and prepare the interaction. Yeah, about the interaction in the classroom, I think this is a very we have challenge, not difficult, but we have challenge, and then not easy to designing the interaction in the classroom, because when we are in the face to face and we are moving in the virtual, this is actually we have a moving out our interaction. Actually, this is very different when we are in the face to face and in the virtual classroom. But I think this is come back again how you are designing your pedagogical content. So require learner participation, yeah, to support the student-centered learning approach. We can be ask them to doing this discussion with the small group activities, or we can give them the formative assessment for the life. And in the end of the semester, we can be evaluate doing reflection. What about our material in one semester? Yeah, we do some of reflection. So this is the example of my student questionnaire. I give them the questionnaire, and this is the four highlight answer of my student. This is only for example I share to you. Maybe for the next you can be adapt this with this. If you wanted to designing your Funtainment learning best. This is the example. I give them the questionnaire. They are answer here that the student actually, yeah, because they are the Gen Z, we believe they are familiar with the social media, and then they believe using social media will be improve their skill, their competence in English. For example, this is in English. So they are very interesting or very like to learn by using a film and song. This is the highlight answer by a song. Oh, sorry. Hello, Prof.
Yes, Prof.
Yeah.
Yes, Prof.
Sorry. I have bad connection. Sorry, wait me.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, sorry. Raining right now, raining.
Okay, you are enjoying the rain.
Yeah, so that's why the connection unstable right now. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yes,
hope you see it. Yeah. So this is my data. This is my data when I apply implementation this Funtainment. This is my data from the student questionnaire. Actually, they are totally interesting, and then they are very enjoyable by Funtainment learning best. I give them the material from YouTube content based game. Yeah, again, this is from application, namely Daily Learn English, and film. We play a movie, and then we play a song in the classroom. And mostly the student they are believe that by implementation this Funtainment learning best, this is have impact for the student, the 21st century skill. So let's have a look the condition, the characteristic of the student right now. Let's have a look the people in the world. Mostly the people right now, they are familiar by Facebook and YouTube, WhatsApp. This is the little bit example. So in Indonesia, related to my data, why my students, they are very enjoyed by the YouTube content base, because mostly the people in Indonesia, they are very interesting by using YouTube, WhatsApp, and Instagram. They are familiar with this social media. I don't know in Pakistan, Bob, what is the people in Pakistan actually familiar with the social media. So in Indonesia, the social media and streaming video, yeah, mostly by YouTube. I think in Indonesia, and nobody, yeah, maybe only few watching by television. Right now, they are moving to watching by YouTube. So this is Indonesia condition, watching online videos. They are by using YouTube, and then everything by this social media. So after we identify and we analyze everything right now, they are characteristic. They are the Gen Z. Like I shared to you some of the data. This is the basic data why we should change the way we are teaching, and we should designing our material, our teaching material, our activities based on the student condition, the student want, the student need. Let's have a look. This is the example. This is the example of the syllabus I said to you. This is conclusive theory, because right now, to make the student, we must support the student with the 21 century skill, and they must be construct their knowledge. One, the method in teaching that we can be used like project-based learning based on the Jane Piesa and John Dewey theory. And then the activities you can choose by Gagne. This is there are 9 even interactional design by Gagne. And then the last, how to connect it all of them to achieve the Bloom taxonomy into the higher order thinking skill. Let's have a look. This is namely here the lesson plan, for example. I hope this is feasible because this is very important. How to connect it, the project-based learning, and then by using Ganyan and even interactional design, and then how the student, we support our student to achieve the Bloom taxonomy here, and we choose the digital tools to support this competence. This is, for example, in the PSA of project-based learning. This is the step, the pace, the first you do like driving the question, need to know and about the what is the student choice and voice. In the pre-instructional phase, you can be do the action. You ask them the action. You introduce the new topic, informing learning outcome, and then do recognition with the purpose and new information. For this phase, actually, we are implementation, remembering, and understanding. So digital tools, maybe, for example, you can choose one of these by using Google. So in the main core of activities in the Discover, you can ask them to doing discussion, doing the presentation. You ask them, your student, to giving the performance and simulation, doing the bad. What should you do? You help your student to do the discussion. You ask them to analyze the concept. You ask them to practice and simulation the topic. This is actually we are implementation, namely student-centered learning approach. The student more active in the classroom in this phase. And related to the Bloom taxonomy, we are actually in this applying and analyzing. You can use the example of a platform or digital tools like Padlet if you want to ask them to do the presentation. And the last share, you ask you ask them to giving the conclusion or doing a feedback and revision. And you do here, you can ask them to do the test, ask your student to doing the prediction. In this category related to the Bloom taxonomy, actually we are applying the higher order thinking skill. They must be presenting, they must be giving their conclusion, their feedback into the video by using TikTok, for example, or by using video recording. So this is the example of my student Padlet. We are doing the discussion here. The student uploaded their project, their video by using this platform, namely Padlet. Yeah, this is the student Padlet. We are use here film, we are use song. This is related to the Funtainment learning base.
Excuse
So,
me. Just one
now
small
moving again.
point. Yes, please.
Sorry, I have really bad
Yeah,
connection.
no problem, no problem. Sometimes
Yeah,
this happens here. Since
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
rainbow here, so
yeah.
internet connectivity could be a bit.
So yeah, so this is if you want to designing your material by using one of the platform, one of the technology tools application, namely Articulate Mobile, Lecturer Inspire, and mobile learning Android application. Everything you can manage your smart digital classroom by using this e-learning application. Let's have a look the content of Lecturer Inspire. For example, you can upload it your video presentation, your interaction, your accessibility, your test, your assessment. I think this is very perfect application. Yeah, but this is costly, Prof. Not free. You must buy this application, and I'm not use this application. We are still using our interaction by using WhatsApp, and then we are moving out again by using YouTube. But if you use this Lecturer Inspire, only one application, everything in this smart digital classroom application. And then articulate mobile design by using storyline. This is the content I think related same with the Lecturer Inspire. So this is the example of my book. This is you can be access. Oh yeah, this is the link. You can access my ebook. Actually, this is my educational product. My educational product. I designing my book, my ebook here based on the student one. Yeah, mostly by using film because the student want our material by using film. So this is the book, yeah, related to the Funtainment learning base. Let's have a look the example right now. If you want to implementation, you can adapt this. For example, by using film, or this is YouTube content based, not film. This is YouTube content based. This is the example of the material YouTube content based. You play this movie. Yeah, this is our activities. I break down from project-based learning approach, project-based learning method, and then 9 event interactional by Gagne, and then Bloom taxonomy. I blend it into 5 page here. Warm up, presenting, practice, production, and evaluation. And with it will be help your student to achieve the Bloom taxonomy by these activities. For example, in the warm up, whatever your content from, whatever your material. For example, this is the material about technology. If you are teaching about mathematics, if you are teaching about science, you can play the YouTube content based related to your subject or related to your material, your teaching material. So in the warm up, what should we do? Before you ask them your student to watching this movie, this is the content, the movie, this is the material, so we must select it to choose our material. Yeah, come back again with our curriculum, our lesson plan, and our learning outcome. So before watching the movie, you can ask your student to understand about robot, computer, and technology, because this is, for example, the YouTube content-based learning material. This is about technology. Yeah, in this space, yeah, you do this lower order thinking skill, understanding and remembering. And then in presenting, you ask them to create brainstorming This is you ask them to analyze the concept related robot, computer, and technology concept. What is the differentiate? What is the benefit? So the practice, the student construct the new content based on the movie, or this is based on the content or the material they have watched it, and they will be doing the comparison between technology and then what is actually related about a robot. This is robot. This is the technology, the new technology, or artificial intelligence, for example. So in the production, you can ask your student to giving the to write the summary or conclusion, or they are generate their opinion about the content. And the last, you can ask them you can ask your student to answer the question based on the material. This is the example for YouTube content base. So the next for film, this is my classroom. I actually implementation by using film like this. Yeah, this is the film again, but this film I break down this film into, sorry. Oh, yeah, this film. The student watching the film. Yeah, yeah. For example, this is the film. Yeah, so the film, based on this film, we can be designing our activities in the classroom. Everything, the material, the activities, this is from the film. We give them the assessment, uh, yeah, related to the film content. So this is my classroom, the example of my classroom when I implementation by using film. Yep. So they are actually, yeah, they are familiar with technology. They have a smartphone. Yeah, so by using a song, we actually use also song here talk, because yeah, they won out our material by using song. This is the song and this is the material. This is normally lyric training. Now only by using song, from the song we manage our activities. Yeah, for example, this song talking about the weather, and also we manage the activities related to the song about the weather. So by using a picture and my classroom, when they are in the, yeah, normally they are collaboration, they are a discussion here. So I implementation actually like artificial intelligence. So one week I use one Funtainment learning base. I use artificial intelligence, I use film, I use a song. So what happens if the student, they don't have internet connection? What should we do? So this is, we come back again with this. Yeah, nothing can stop education. The technology only, this is the second choice, but the first one, this is about how we are managed, how we are designing our classroom, our activities with the student condition. If they don't have internet connection, don't have device, so we should do this. We should be creating our material, our activities into the fun learning base. This is by using gamification, but without internet connection. So come back again with this, sorry, by using sarong. I don't know in Pakistan what is this name. So this is the local technology. This is my friends actually developing the media uh, by using local wisdom. So still for the student, yeah. So the last, before I close my presentation, how to make teaching fun. Yeah, come back again with our material today. We must designing our material, our teaching material with the Funtainment. Yeah, we must create material based on the student need. We do the interaction with the student. The concept and the material is ready and very interesting, and also the output, the student will be more engaged. When they are engaged in your classroom, I believe they will be achieve the excellent achievement. So there is no single approach is effective to all. One should consider is the available technology, the effective integration of information, communication, and the technology in teaching and learning. This is not about the latest and the most advanced technology, but come back again about your uh, pedagogical content. So the technology will not replace the teacher. We use the technology to make our learning and teaching process to be more effective, efficient, and more practice. So thank you for having me and listening to me. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry raining right now in my country, bro.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Muthmainnah. It was so wonderful presentation, and I really liked your fully loaded slides. They were so amazing. It
Yeah,
contained a lot of information. It was so rich, and at the same time, I was just looking at how wonderfully you have connected the different things, and you have mentioned in this 1 hour
yeah,
presentation. Included so many models, so many things. It was so loaded, and I really appreciate the way you explain it.
thank you.
Even though I could see that you were connecting the different things in a very wonderful way, that you were trying to make things easy for our audience to understand it in a good way.
Yes,
So very wonderful. Thank you very much for such a nice and wonderful
welcome, bro.
presentation. I love the way you were presenting, and then really like the way you mentioned your own article and books, and particularly your own videos, that how you carry out these activities and
Yeah,
your videos. And really, if the internet connection were fine, it would have been much more elaborative and wonderful. But still, we learn a lot, and I myself learned a lot, so many new things. Particularly the combination of the blend way of education and entertainment together. It was
yeah,
so nice. And above everything, what you have mentioned is the if you are not having the internet connection, then what activities you can do. So you also
yeah,
covered that part as well, because I'm looking at the perspective of the questions, that most of the majority of the question you have covered in your presentation, because it was so lovely. Thank you very much. If you allow me, we have few questions, and they
yeah,
want to have your opinion on that. So the first question they want to ask, that Prof, please give your expert opinion on that. That to what extent the COVID-19 pandemic impacted the modes of teaching and learning. And please, that was the first part of the question. And the second part of the question is, what is your opinion that the COVID-19 impacted the higher education the more, or the schools the more? Yes, please.
yeah. Yeah, the impact of COVID-19, this is actually from my side. Actually, I have so many benefits from COVID-19 because this technology we are actually implementation, all of the application we are practice in our classroom, and then yeah, you know the impact the COVID-19 actually for the student for the generation C. We know that yeah, this is a comeback again. We must identify our student condition. Mostly they are actually even they are have familiar with internet. They are have device and have actually spending their time with the social media, but mostly the student they don't have namely self-direct and self-determined in learning. So yeah, this is same with my student. If we give them the simple interaction, we should repeat again. I don't know the understanding of the interaction, or they are actually don't have self-direct and don't have self-determined in learning. So secondly, about the impact of COVID-19, maybe for the first question, this is we come back again with the student metacognitive skill. This is very important, Prof. The skill, metacognitive skill. If the student have the metacognitive skill, totally when we are integration the technology, it is will be very easy for us. But sometimes the student they are have opinion like we are actually not get the knowledge when we are online. They are totally still agree we should do our learning and teaching process in the physically. So they are still don't know about the condition right now. The teacher function, they are facilitator and navigation. They still wanna everything is planned by the teacher or student center learning approach. This is very challenge to us how to moving out, and we must be adapt with this culture. The culture right now, the student-centered learning approach. The student must be active. The student have autonomy in learning, self-direct and self-determined in learning, and also they cannot be mobilized their learning by themselves, not direct from the teacher or educator. I think this is namely independent in learning. So yeah, the impact come back again about the benefit of COVID-19. Actually, from my side, this is a very wonderful we are integration the technology, but we know some of the impact about like Indonesia, my country, totally we are down in economy system most but our ministry have distribute a quota for our student, quota for the student, quota for educator. So the next impact about we are moving out our physical classroom into the virtual classroom. This is not easy. We must redesign, come back again our curriculum to adapt with this condition. But actually, for the next future of education, I believe that the way you are teaching, the way you are manage your classroom, designing your activities, I hope you can collaborate with your student. Ask your student what is they want. Maybe in my class different with in Pakistan. Mostly in my student they are very don't ask them to read a book. Yeah, they are very don't like by reading a book. But if you ask them to watching the YouTube, the material based on YouTube, they will be very interesting. So yeah, what should we do? This is the student characteristic. But this is in my university. I don't know in another university, even we are same in Indonesia or we are same district. Come back again. What is your student condition? So I'm sharing to you today what is actually happening in my university, what is actually I'm doing, my experience. Actually, I practice this Funtainment, and I share to you. I hope it will be have good response for your student and for your educator. Thank you, Prof.
Yeah, thank you very much for such an elaborate answer, Prof. Really love the way you are answered. Yes, we have one comment for you. One of the teacher he wants to say that Prof. Thank you very much for an amazing presentation and covering a lot of things. And it was so great to see what you have shared with us. Prof, the comment further he mentioned is that Prof, we are using the Kahoot as
Yeah,
a
Kahoot.
based application in the
Yeah,
classroom. And they say that initially it was designed for social learning, with learners gathered
yeah,
around a common screen such as interactive whiteboard, projector,
yeah.
computer, etc.
But
And
but
said that,
actually, wait,
yes,
Prof.
Prof.
This is but this is Kahoot, quizzes. This is for assessment.
Yeah,
This
yes,
is
Prof.
different. This is different.
Okay.
You can choose the application for assessment. You can choose the application for your activities. So that's
Yes,
why we must mastery so many tools and so many technology because we have different outcome. Yeah,
yes.
For
Mm,
activities, we should use the right technology, the right action, and the right activities. So in the assessment, the right
mm,
tools also. It will be different. Different for assessment, different for material or
mm.
activities.
Yes, Prof.
We must differentiate between
Yes,
this
very
application.
nice. Yes,
Yeah,
very nice, very nice. And that's the beauty of the expert that they tell the things in a very wonderful way, in an easy way, so that everyone could understand the difference between them. So, hats off to you, Prof. Thank you very much
thank you.
for such an elaborative presentation and discussing the things. As to the audience, that before online, I was discussing with the Dr. Muthmainnah that how does he manage the way he is contributing to the world in, at different platforms. He has won a lot of awards and so many things because every now and then we see her contributing to the world and to the field, which is great. So I would like to ask our prof that what is your message to the world as teacher, researcher, trainer, learner, professor, and educator? Yes, please.
What is wait? Can you repeat?
Yes, prof. You are audible. Please.
Yeah. What is? Can you repeat your question, Rob?
Yeah. What is prof? What is your message to the world as a
My
teacher,
message to the
researcher?
world.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So many message. But
Please, please.
the first, be yourself. The first one is be yourself, and then nothing can stop education. The main point of education, this is informal and formal education. Yeah, sometimes we know that so many people not lucky like us. We actually we cannot be in formal education, but we can share with them in informal education. We give them training, we teach them, we cannot be collaborate with them. So uh, we must right now, because we are in the digital era, we cannot do the inter collaboration. Whatever you are, I'm ready to collaborate with you. So don't hesitate to mistake me. So this is our contribution to the world right now, because yeah, we know so many educators, so many teacher. I hope they gonna be have a contribution also with their school, with their university, and then we can be sharing together. A little contribution. This is a very it will be very interesting. So nothing can stop education. So believe me, the technology is only the second choice. The first one is about the pedagogy. So whatever your condition, we can still sacrifice and success in education. Formal, non-formal, informal education, we still do together. So maybe for the next, I hope the pandemic will be over, and then I will visit Pakistan, and then we are sharing offline about how I practice this Funtainment in my classroom. I think it will be fantastic. So we'll give you also about designing your lesson plan and your curriculum into this related to the Funtainment learning best. So I think all of this from about the message related to the yeah, be your actually be yourself. This is very important.
Yeah, very wonderful message to the world. And indeed, Prof, once this pandemic is over, we will definitely would love to have you people around us and to learn from you people and what activities you people are doing. It's so wonderful. And this is
Thank you.
all about the knowledge sharing and delivering the process. It's so wonderful to see. Once again, I would say that thank you very much for such an elaborative presentation, for such a wonderful content and the powerful slides. I really loved and I really enjoyed. Above everything, I learned a lot of new things. So thank you very much for such wonderful presentation. At the
Thank you.
end, I would say that yes, Prof. Yes, indeed, what the prof has mentioned about the Funtainment, the role of future education and technology is very important. We need to equip ourselves for the future education, and we have to learn from the experts like Prof. Dr. Muthmainnah. She has already mentioned so many things, the basic concepts and the different application you can use it. So do follow the prof through her research work, and you can email her for future learning and guidance. She is very generous and always ready to help the people. Moreover, again, I would say that a wonderful explanation and powerful content which she has already elaborated and she has already shared with you, that will enhance your understanding regarding the containment. So take advantage of all the information, important tips and suggestions shared by the expert. So that is all we have time for today. Thank you once again, Dr. Mutmaina, for
Thank
your
you.
wonderful presentation and time. I would also like to thank our audience who joined us. Uh, if you have any additional question about the information shared today, please email us, or you can connect to the speaker directly through her email address and social media. Thank you all for your support and liking our sessions. Stay tuned because many more sessions are on the way. Please do not miss any session. Until next session, take care of yourself. Bye bye.